Okay, everybody, I'm arriving here in Monroe, Michigan. Just about maybe half a mile from the Gerdau plant, our shipper. I've been here a couple of times before, so I'm a little bit familiar with it. Okay, there's a sign that says truck scale next right. As I remember, they've got a little building here you have to check in with, and they give you some instructions, and then you have to pull into a lot and kind of wait to be called into the scale. They do it all by text message, as I remember. They don't look, I don't see any other trucks in the lot, so that's good. Maybe the weather's got something to do with that. You know, when I left Jackson, Michigan this morning, it was snowing pretty heavily, but as I got into Detroit, it's just rain, which is supposed to change in a couple hours to snow. All right, well, let me get checked in here and I'll give you some more info. Okay, got checked in. She gives you some paperwork to fill out. This will be new for me here. She said I'm getting loaded inside and it's going to be shiny bar. So I'll be going to a loading area that I've never been to at this facility. Maybe I'll be able to secure and tarp in that facility. That'd be nice. So for now, I'm supposed to just park right here, fill out this paperwork, get my PPE on, and wait for a text message to tell me to go up to the scale. Then when you get up on the scale, you have to push a button inside the little kiosk there and get a load ticket, and then go upstairs and get more information. Okay guys, well, that only took about 5 minutes before I got a text message saying to pull on to scale 1. So let's do that. This is cool. This is the first time I've ever been here and there's not many other trucks in line. So the sign says the speed limit is free. Alright, scale 1. I guess that's on the right side. There's a sign up there that says steel haulers, and the other sign says scrap trucks. So I guess I'd be a steel hauler, don't you think? Alright, so let's just creep up here. There's a picture of the scale house. Stop for the stop sign. So as I was saying, the way this works is once we get up here on the scale, we have to go into this little kiosk booth you see on the left and punch a little button there, and it's going to print out a load ticket. Then we have to take it and 2 other pieces of paper they gave me when I checked in. You know, had to sign, you know, had to read and sign, fill out some information, and I have to go inside up to the 2nd floor and kind of check in, get my loading instructions. So let me do that and I'll get back to you. Alright everybody, I've gotten checked in there. Got my instructions. Now I've just got to meander through the yard here and get to the right spot. They give you a map, but I can see where I'm supposed to go. From here. It's just a matter of driving through the maze to get there. so I got to make a sharp turn here. So like I said before, I'm getting shiny bar, and I've never gotten shiny bar inside loaded here before. I've picked up here a couple of times, but always an outside load and loaded in from different spots. But this is shiny bar, and they give you some instructions. Of course, Maverick, you know, we haul a lot of bar from the Fort Smith plant, so we know how to do that. But they give you this sheet of instructions and go over it with you to make sure you know how to set up for shiny bar. You know, it's got to be it's a strap only load, and I've got to build a bulkhead. But she said I'll do all of my work from inside this building over here. So once I get back in, I've got to get out and set up my timbers, build a bulkhead, and I'm getting 2 sections of 12-foot bar. So I don't know if they're going to want to load that a single layer or stacked on top of each other. Doesn't really matter to me. Alright, let's see. So the building I'm going to is over here on the right. So I'm gonna kind of swing around here. She said I could go into door number 2 or 4, whichever one is free. So I'm going to pull up here and go inside this man door, see what it looks like in there, and then position myself to get into one of those doors. Alright, I'll get back to you. Okay, so the first bay, door number 2, is available. Door number 4 is blocked with some pallets or something. So I'm gonna just make a turn here and back into door 2. This is probably going to be one of those loads where you have to put down the paper, you know, that waxy paper under and over the product. So that probably means it's going to be a single layer, I'm guessing. All right, let's get myself situated here for a back end. All right, I'll try to show you some of the load if I can. Okay guys, so I'm backed into the door here, and I asked if I could film, you know, some of the setup on the trailer, and the guy said it was okay, but they probably didn't want me filming any of the process back there. So let me show you what I got. I'm getting 2 sections, a single layer, but 2 sections of 12-foot bar. So I had to build a bulkhead right here. So I've got my bulkhead here, and let me show you how the spacing works. So if the bar is butted up against the bulkhead, we'll start here and go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So that's where the front section will be. And I've got my timbers and my belly wraps in place. I'll have a belly wrap on the front and rear of each section, and then another strap, 2 straps over the middle. Same back here. If we have 12-foot bar, you know, the first section is going to end here, so he'll butt up the rear section right up against that bar. So it'll be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So that'll give us a couple of feet of overhang off the rear bar. And I got my straps. Same thing as in the front. Belly wrap in the front and the back. Then I'll have 2 straps over the middle. And then I've got to tarp it. So I've got my 2 canvas tarps and 2 vinyl tarps laid out here. And then I'm pretty sure he's gonna take this paper here, this waterproof paper, and lay down underneath the product and then on top of the product. At least that's how I've had to do other similar loads. I don't know specifically if this load has to have paper, but I'm assuming it probably does. So that's what we got. The loader's already come over and got my paperwork, kind of checked my setup. So just waiting on product. More later. Okay guys, so my friendly unloader Chuck is putting the first 2 bundles on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 6 bundles in each section. So he loads them 2 at a time. As you can see, this is definitely a shiny bar, and he's got wood blocks in between the bundles. And he said that, you know, so I'll have 12 bundles total. And he said one of the bundles is a bit smaller than all the rest. So he asked me where I wanted to put it. And I said, put it in the front. Because, you know, if you're going to have a difference in the weight, you'd rather have the weight towards the rear. So, let's take a look. Got the good overhang there. Got overhang there. I think I'll move this timber back just a little bit. He said I don't have to have paper on this load, like I mentioned earlier, so that's cool. I have to miss that step, and then when I unload, I won't have to drag all that paper off and throw it away. So that's pretty much how it goes. I'll show you some more in a bit. Okay guys, so here comes Chuck with the last, well, it's not the last, but he just got the front section finished off. He's setting down this 2 of these, this back section. You see it takes every bit of the width of the trailer. So he's buttoning them up here. And it's got wood blocks in between each bundle. Let me show you how. We got this small bundle over here on the front section. It's a little bit smaller than all the rest. But that's how he lines them up. We need to lift that one up and get that block straightened up some. Alright, well, that's how it goes. I'm going to start getting my belly wraps over and tightened up, and then get my canvas tarps over. More later. Okay everybody, real quick, I've got it pretty much secured and tarped. You know, I had 24 feet of product, a little more than that really. 2 sections of 12-foot bar plus a bulkhead in the front. So it took both of my tarps. Couldn't cover it with just one. I got 2 canvas tarps on just to protect the vinyl tarps. So here's the end of the front tarp. And I've still got to tighten up my cross straps once I get outside, because there wasn't enough room in here to get my bar down to tighten them all the way. So I'm going to pull out somewhere between here and the scale. I'll stop and tighten those straps. All right. Well, just to be fair, I thought I'd show you a little bit of the exit here. There's a couple of other Maverick trucks back behind me getting outside load. So I've got to make this right turn now to get onto the exit scale. And you can see when I first got here, it was just kind of raining lightly, but now it's turned into snow. but it's warm. It's supposed to be getting colder, but it's warm. Okay, let's get up on the scale. And then I've got some paperwork my loader gave me that I've got to take back upstairs to the second floor and get my shipping documents. And then we'll pull out to that lot up ahead and send in my paperwork, make a cup of coffee, hit the road.